scary situation at the bookstore leads to a misleading emergency alert to LSU students. Here are the details.
Also, yesterday's Democratic debate allowed candidates to showcase their beliefs. We'll show you the highlights of the night.
And man's best friend might also be students' best study buddy. Newsbeat starts now.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Newsbeat. I'm Mitch Rabelais.
And I'm Larissa Bonaquisti. Police have arrested an LSU student who allegedly sent threats to the bookstore last night. According to a police, 21-year-old student Richard Aaron B. was booked on terrorizing charges. B. allegedly issued a threat over CB radio saying he was equipped with high-caliber rifles and special ammunition. This prompted LSU PD to shut down the Student Union parking garage and Barnes & Noble bookstore. Officers say they found B. on the garage's top floor dressed in camouflage and wrapped in wires. B. denies making the statement. An emergency alert sent to students through email contained the headline "Armed Robbery" when no such crime had happened. The text message version of the alert included no detail of which kind of emergency the campus was experiencing. An LSU spokesperson called the false headline a glitch in the text message, and LSU PD released a statement saying, "Emergency text messages are sent when LSU needs an immediate response from the community or there's an immediate threat to the community. In this particular situation, a response from the community was needed." Still, some students are concerned about the vagueness of the alert. LSU sophomore Caroline Bourgeois lives in the East Campus apartments and says when she got the alert, she didn't know what to do.
Considering how close I live to the bookstore and the Union Square parking garage, it's kind of alarming to not know what's going on. So I immediately locked my door because I didn't know what it was or how I should react.
The alerts were originally sent to students around 8:20 p.m. Police left the area at 9. You can learn more on our website at tigertv.tv.
A shooting earlier this month in Ingles, Florida left 4 people dead. This is the 1,000th mass shooting since the Sandy Hook school massacre nearly 3 years ago. Throw it now over to reporter Megan Morvant with a look at how Baton Rouge residents are reacting to the violence.
Last week, Baton Rouge Community College received a threat that was taken as a possible gun threat. As BRCC increases its security, some students are rethinking their ideas about gun control.
On October 7th, a threatening note was found on the campus of Baton Rouge Community College. It read, "Please listen. On October 15th, don't come to school here. Trust me." This threat, along with other events involving gun violence, have caused controversy about gun control. Ellen Farmer is an LSU student and an advocate for the right to bear arms, owning multiple guns herself.
I think that it's an inevitable right. It's part of the Constitution. It should be observed, acknowledged, and that we should be able to carry guns if chosen.
Others disagree, saying the use of guns should be controlled and limited.
I think they should only be for leisure and hunting.
However, many students agree that something should be done to keep people safe from gun violence.
In America, we need to have a lot more gun education. I think that a lot of countries that allow guns, that educate their people and show them, like, this is how you use it, and it's more of an open culture, I guess, that could prevent a lot of the violence.
Background checks should probably be stronger, go back in time more, just things like that. And there should be more restrictions on the type of guns and the amount of guns you should have.
Even though guns are not allowed on campus, the LSU Police Department has a plan in case of a gun threat.
While we do have a plan and we do have protocols, those have to be somewhat flexible, but it does entail us immediately responding to the scene.
LSU PD is trying to be proactive, keeping safety as a top priority.
It all comes down to, from a law enforcement perspective, we don't have the luxury of wondering if it's going to happen. We have to plan for when. So we plan for the worst and hope for the best.
LSU PD has been in contact with BRCC to make sure there is no threat to LSU. They are also studying the case in an attempt to improve their own emergency plan. Reporting from Tiger TV, I'm Megan Morvant. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Megan. Not many fireworks, but plenty of hot topics last night as the Democratic presidential candidates squared off for the first time in the CNN debate. CNN's Chris Welch is in Las Vegas with a look at how the presidential hopefuls did.
Secretary Clinton, is Bernie Sanders tough enough on guns?
No, not at all.
Hillary Clinton came out swinging in the first Democratic debate. Her aim was simple: cement her lead in the polls and prove to the party that she is the standard bearer. Her main challenger, Bernie Sanders, has shined during his rallies. Now voters got to see him as a debater.
Congress does not regulate Wall Street. Wall Street regulates Congress. And we have got to break off these banks. Going to them and saying, please do the right thing is kind of naive.
Martin O'Malley, Lincoln Chafee, and Jim Webb were looking to seize the spotlight from the top two.
I've been standing over here for about 10 minutes trying. It's gone back and forth over there. I've been trying to get in this conversation for about 10 minutes. I've been waiting for 10 minutes. I will say this.
You're over your time, though.
Well, you've let a lot of people go over their time.
Among the key moments, the controversy over the private email server Clinton used as Secretary of State.
I think the Secretary is right. And that is that the American people are sick and tired of hearing about your damn emails.
Lincoln Chafee disagreed, but gave Hillary Clinton an opening.
We need someone that has the best in ethical standards as our next president. That's how I feel.
Secretary Clinton, do you want to respond?
No.
Governor.
Vice President Joe Biden has yet to announce if he will seek the presidency in 2016.
There is one thing in Tigerland that seems to be getting more attention than their drink specials. Tigerland bar owners say they are receiving scrutiny for their dress code policies. 3 out of the 5 bars in Tigerland have their dress code displayed outside of the bar for all to see. Some rules include no hats, chains, hoodies, baggy clothing, and do-rags, just to name a few. They have received backlash for being discriminatory, and some believe it is a result of racial profiling. However, others say that the rules exist in response to past experiences.
One of our rules is tuck in a chain necklace. That's because in the past we've had fights break out and people have used the chains to choke, other people. They're used as weapons. Baggy clothes are used often to hide things, and we just want to prevent anything that could be a liability as a business.
You can find more, including students' reactions to the strict controversial dress code policies at tigertv.tv. When we come back, puppies! Why packs of dogs invaded the parade grounds today to help students with their midterms.
Oh, look at that. Stay tuned. You may use your Yelp app to rate your favorite restaurants, but what about rating other people? Sounds strange, but now you can use the People app. The app is being called the Yelp for People and allows users to rate others on a scale of 1 to 5 stars. In order to use People, you must sign in through your Facebook account, be at least 21, and you can only rate people who you have in your phone contact list. But students say they have mixed opinions about the app.
There's a lot of room for bad things to happen, such as rumors being passed around.
It's going to be kind of like, honestly, like Tinder.
I think that the Yelp app can be a great tool because I'm always looking to meet people.
It's kind of weird. I guess it kind of depends on what you're rating people on.
The People app will launch this November.
College students often find comfort away from home in their household pets. Whether it's exercising with a walk around the lakes or giving them your undivided attention, being a pet owner sounds easy enough. But being a pet owner may be much more than walking the lakes and playing. With an average lifespan of 12 years, having a dog is much more than a casual college experience. It not only puts added stress on the owner in terms of time management, but financial stress as well. While coming home to a furry friend sounds easy enough, potential pet owners should remember that it's easier said than done.
It definitely adds to the stress of not having a lot of money. Peanut has to get groomed, so that's extra money, and then food, it's like $20 a bag, so it's definitely an extra little burden.
Some students looking for that furry type of love found it today on the parade grounds. The women of Kappa Alpha Theta put on their annual event, Cats and Dogs, this afternoon on the parade grounds. Theta holds the event during fall midterms each year to give students a break from the stress of midterms. From 1 to 4, LSU students flock to the parade grounds to relax and ease some stress by playing with a large selection of dogs. Theta also provided free school supplies for students to encourage students during this stressful week.
We bring out therapy dogs, and members bring their own dogs, just kind of to, release some stress during midterms. It can be a crazy week for everyone, so it's nice to just hang out outside on a nice day with some puppies and just hang out with some friends.
Students have shown that dog owners are less likely to be diagnosed with depression than non-animal owners.
After the break, we'll show you how saving money for the holidays just got easier.
Stay with us.
That's all we have for today, but the news doesn't end here. You can find more stories on our website at tigertv.tv.
From all of us here at Tiger TV, have a great evening, Tigers.